Hey, what's up everyone? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the Marvel Legends Infinite Series Spider-Girl. This is the running change for Black Cat, and I have to say I am pretty pleased with this figure. I guess some people are complaining about it. I'm not really sure why. I don't have anything really to complain about. There's one thing that's a minor issue, but it's not even really an issue, so I'll get to that, but I'm really pleased with this figure, and I think you guys probably will be too if you pick it up. She stands about 5 3/4 inches tall, so she's a little bit smaller, which she's supposed to be. This is not the same sculpt as Black Cat, a little less curvaceous, but still a really nice sculpt, and I think it fits the character really well. On the back of the package, the proto pictures had a waist swivel, which maybe people are complaining about. Personally, I'm glad they didn't put it in. It wasn't really necessary, and it would have broken up the paintwork and the sculpt too much, I think, so I'm okay with that. My only complaint with this figure is that the diaphragm joint they gave her, which they have been doing a really good job with, hers isn't as good as some of the other ones have been. As far as leaning forward, she only has a little bit of a lean for going forward. She can lean back fairly far, but it's still a relatively small range of motion. The swivel on it works just fine, so that's why I'm okay without the waist twist. And then it does actually lean from side to side. Again, not quite as much as the other ones, but I think it's enough, so I'm really okay with it. I really don't have any other complaints other than I wish it had a little bit better range of motion. And technically I would really have preferred to have a bicep swivel on her, but I'm not really missing it that much. I don't know what it is about this figure, but the lack of a bicep swivel isn't bothering me too much. The only real paint problems I have are between her boobies. There's a little bit of a black coming through on the white. It's not horrible though, so that's okay by me. The only spider design problem is that this leg doesn't quite line up right there. Again, it's not even that noticeable. I didn't even realize it until just now, so it's not that big of a deal. And then her face, the paint could have been a little cleaner, but again, it's nothing that's going to be enough to say, oh, I don't want to buy that figure. Especially if you just have her on a shelf, you're not even going to really notice it too much. So that's all fine by me. In terms of the head sculpt, I really do like it. I like the way they did the hair. It would have been nice if it was posable, if you could turn this, but you can't. That's an easy enough mod if somebody wanted to do it. I'm not going to bother, but I think it is still a really nice sculpt, and it does fit the character nicely. The articulation's good, because, hi kitty, hi. I'm not going to pull it off, but you have the actual ball disc in there so that you have the disc to let her go forward and backward all the way instead of just a standard ball peg, so you can get her in some really nice poses that way. And then it is actually a ball peg on the top of that, so you can lean the head from side to side, and you can move it around a little bit on top of that as well, full swivel, so you can get her in some really nice poses with the head. So I really do like that. The shoulders are just like the Shield Agent, female Shield Agent, and Black Cat, so it's a ball hinge without the bicep swivel. Full range of motion, no problem there. She can get the arms all the way down without having that goofy kind of curve in the shoulder joint where the shoulder sticks out and then the bicep comes off that we see in the movie Black Widow, which I don't have yet, but I'll probably find sooner or later. So that's nice. I like that the arms can go all the way down without having that ugly shoulder. Like I said, there's no bicep swivel, but the elbow does have the full swivel in there, so that's okay. Full hinge, no problem there. The wrist does swivel. This one, it gets stuck a lot, so I'm going to have to pop that out and put it back in just so that it moves better, but they do have the full swivel and the hinge. There's a fist on that side and the open hand on this side. Full hinge and swivel again, no problem there. Like I said, there's a diaphragm joint, no waist twist. The hips are, I can just do that and show you, it's a ball peg. And that's pretty much what the designs have been for most of the Legends lately, although I don't think they actually connected this way. But either way, you get the T-joint out of that, so full forward and backward, side to side. And then, I mean, it's a little limited due to the sculpt, but it's still pretty good range of motion forward, side to side. Not the best, but if you spin this around a little bit, if you're careful not to pop it off, you can get the leg all the way out to the side and then just rotate it. I know it's not perfect since the seams don't line up perfectly and the lines don't either, but you can still get the pose done if you need to. So there's that. So I'm okay with that. Double jointed knees, No problems there. They go all the way around. She does have a boot swivel, which isn't really necessary in my opinion, but it doesn't break the sculpt up, so I'm okay with it. And then we have the ankle pivot and the ankle rocker, which again, it's coming out at an angle, so it's not as effective as it could be, but it is there, so I do appreciate that. And if you line up all the lines on her suit and put her in a nice pose, she's a really nice looking figure for sure. I definitely recommend her. I don't see what people are complaining about. I think it looks good, and I'm happy to add her to the Spidey collection. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.